Hey guys, Spidey09 here. Hope you're having a marvelous day. I want to talk to you about what I think might be the spec of the year for comic books coming up next. So, what do I think is the spec of the year when it comes to comic books? Well, it has to do with a comic book and character in Marvel that I didn't even know about until last year. Started hearing some just hearing about this character pop up, and then I watched an How Powerful video, I believe, on YouTube, and then watching it, I was just really intrigued with this character storyline. So I went out and bought one of the books, and at that time, it was the most expensive comic book I had ever purchased in a single purchase, almost $500, okay? At that time, the most expensive book I personally owned and personally purchased was Spider-Man 300, which cost me almost $400. So this was a really big spec for me that kind of took a lot of risk, a lot of guts, right, to make this spec. And is it paying off ever? Yes, this book that I bought in 2020, I think around June, is now up to $2,000. Buy it now's on eBay, currently at $2,500. And I would not be surprised to see that happen soon at 9.8s because raw copies are going for $1,000. Raw copies for a modern comic book going for $1,000. Well, who am I talking about? Well, without further ado, I'm talking about Blue Marvel here. Blue Marvel, Adam Brashear. If you haven't heard of this character, he's really pretty incredible. Has a great storyline. This book came out in 2009 as a 6-issue book, as a 6-issue release, and a lot of copies were not printed. Issue number 1 here only had about 17,000 copies, which is one of the reasons why I believe this book could be the spec of the year. Great cover here. We've got Miss Marvel, you got Iron Man, you got Antimatter here, Anti-Man here, I think is what he's called. Can't remember. Anti-Man. And then, of course, you have Blue Marvel looking rather astonishing on the cover. Adam Brashear is the name of Blue Marvel. That is his street name, secret identity name, right? And he's an incredible character. This book is set like in the 1950s. Blue Marvel, or Adam Brashear, is a black man. And when his mask is ripped off and he's revealed to be this incredible superhero who also happens to be black, the U.S. government sadly comes in and asks him to go into hiding, so to speak, which he does. For whatever reason, mainly because he has incredible character, he does in the way the story is played out in the book. And he only comes back, when there's other like high-level threats, like level 10, must have someone more powerful than Iron Man kind of threats. And that's how the rest of this book kind of is a journey. This is issue number 5. Let me do it kind of in an order. I don't have issue number 2 with me. It is actually off to be graded right now. I do have it. I bought it when I bought this one. I bought it raw. But here's issue number 3 in a 9.8. Beautiful cover here. Looking fantastic. Issue number 4, 9.6, where he battles Namor. And another incredible cover here. We got issue number 5 with DC stuff on the back. That's interesting. Issue number 5 here, where you can see all these people flying at Blue Marvel. One of them here is Sentry. And if you know anything about Sentry, you know how powerful Sentry is. Well, he's defeated by Blue Marvel. That's how powerful Blue Marvel is. With his storyline, with his power set, and who he is as a character, and kind of the way he is introduced into the Marvel world, I have a feeling that Adam Brashear, Blue Marvel, will show up in the MCU. I have no ways to confirm this. I'm not a spoiler guy. I don't have spoilers. Who am I to know anyways? I have no intel, nothing like that. But I could just kind of see where he would fit in really nicely in the MCU. And he's a scientist. Maybe he's the scientist that was mentioned in Wandavision, a friend that could help out. And so that would be really cool. If he is, this book that's already spiking may spike even higher. And so I think this book has a chance to really go up in value even more so than it already has. And it's already gone from 500 as a 9.8 to 2,000 as a 9.8. Now asking prices are 2,500 as a 9.8, with only 17,000 printed, with less than 200 graded as a 9.8. How high is this book going to go? It's not an easy book to get graded at a 9.8. The cover, the spine, to me, has that texture that seems to tick real easy and crinkle real easy. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of high grades out there, and even if there are, there's just not that many books. Book number 5 has less than 10,000 printed. It was a short run. I think this entire run of Blue Marvel books are going to be going to sustain their value and have a chance to really spike if Blue Marvel is introduced into the MCU and is learned to be loved and enjoyed as much as I've loved and enjoyed the character in the past year or so. So guys, I hope this has been enjoyable to you. I hope you learned a little bit more about Blue Marvel and what I think might be the comic book spec of the year. Hope you all have a marvelous day. Something I failed to mention in the video is that Blue Marvel was created by Kevin Grevioux, an American actor and screenwriter and comic book writer who's best known for co-creating the Underworld, the film series, as well as playing a role in the show. So again, thank you for watching this video, and I really hope you've enjoyed it and learned more about Blue Marvel and become a fan like myself.